The reason for the lady's distress was plain. A giant cockroach roamed the floor. There were crumbs on the floor. No wonder the cockroach was sticking around. That would have violated the Chemical Weapons Convention. I was never going to catch it with my bare hands. The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared. Even the plant looked depressed. Hello, I'm...
Cockroach! I see the little beggar.
Romanov's. It was empty. Romanov's, a Russian brand cigarette. The pack was empty. A full matchbox. As a child, I'd always been told not to play with matches, but I never could resist. The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The filters were gold-colored, very exotic. A crumpled cigarette pack. Annette had her radio on. Sounded like a horse race.
Leave that radio alone and salt this damn cockroach.
The stall was a myriad of retro kitsch. Bottle stoppers, keychains, musical cards.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
Do you know anything about Vera's security over there?
Not really. I haven't been here long, but neither have they by the looks of it.
Why do you say that?
Rush setup, new sign, low investment, and no customers except for you.
Do you happen to know a good way to catch a cockroach?
To be honest, George, I'm better at questions on balancing budgets within a liberal economic framework. But as a layman, perhaps I could suggest you trap it? And please, whatever you do, don't squish it.
Why's that?
The entire family will catch the scent and arrive for the funeral.
Ooh, we don't want that.
You need to find a container of some sort. Then I think add this.
Rich tea. Oh, what's that, a cookie?
The perfect cockroach biscuit. Dry, dull, unsatisfying, and yet curiously Moorish.
I'll give it a try.
Glad to help.
Thank you for the cookie.
You're very welcome.
I found a box of matches.
Always useful, but not my bag, George. I'm more a retro lighter kind of guy.
I tipped out the matches. An empty matchbox. One of those rich tea biscuits, loved only by roaches and the English. I'd made a great home for a little critter. I needed to set the trap down somewhere and wait for my friend to make his move. I set down my clever trap. Now, all I had to do was wait. Gotcha!
You are a gentleman and no mistake. I hate cockroaches.
Always ready to help a damsel in distress.
I bet you are. Can I help you?
Yes, please. Do you know if there's anyone in the office I can talk business with?
Yes, me, chérie. I'm Annette, the manager.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean the gloves. I just thought...
Ah, easy mistake to make. If you haven't been reconstructed, that is.
Oh, but I have been reconstructed. A number of times. From the ground up. She might talk to me now.
What can I do for you?
There's been a theft at Le Lézard Bleu. A painting's been stolen.
Shame. Still, I'm sure you'll get over it.
I believe your company set up the security.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
Didn't.
Did.
I've got all day.
But I didn't. It says here that Vera was hired to do the security at the gallery. Didn't do a very good job, did you?
Where did you get that?
At the gallery?
That job was signed off. You can't say we were to blame.
I was getting a bad feeling. The place looked like a front, and the only person there wasn't helping. Maybe the office itself could give me more information.
Are you done? Only I want to listen to this next race.
I caught the cockroach. Look, isn't he a sweetie?
Ah! Keep it away from me!
I've got some matches.
Yes, I saw you pick them up. Keep them. I can't afford to smoke anymore.
Do you recognize it?
Oof! That would take the hair off your legs. I had a boss who wore that. Know what I mean?
Do these clippers look familiar?
Yes. I mean, no. Why should they look familiar? No, thanks.
I've got a cookie.
Those dry things are disgusting.
Thanks.
Look, do you mind not touching the office equipment?
Annette's peripheral vision was, quite simply, astounding. The office looked like it had been put together in a hurry.
Please stay on the other side of the counter.
It was like she had some kind of psychic power. She could just feel what I was trying to do. It looked like there was a back office through the door.
Do you mind? I'm listening to the race.
Annette was watching me like a hawk.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
That cookie did the trick.
Right customer, right product. It's a winning combination.
I caught the cockroach. Look.
Excellent work. Just don't let it loose near my stall. In a few weeks, this place is going to be buzzing with people, I hope, not vermin.
I think I'll keep him. I'll name him Trevor.
Interesting name. Old school, comforting, harmless. I can see you're quite a strategic thinker, George.
So, what else are you selling?
Stop by now and then. You'll be surprised.
No kidding? I didn't think there was much point. Do you have any use for nail clippers?
Nail clippers? The pocket knife's little brother.
Yeah, I like that. I'd better hang on to them. I decided to keep the wire. If Bassam knew how flimsy the sign was, he wouldn't be happy. I've got some matches.
Always good to have.
Hello, we're security. We make you secure. Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls.
I wanted to see what secrets the book might contain. There was a photo. Of course, I grabbed it. A very bad photo of Lane in a net. That guy sure got around. Recognize this?
Hey, that's my photo.
That's you with Lane, I believe.
So, what if it is?
What is he to you?
Oh, my Hector. That's what he is. My little Hector.
Yeah, I thought you said you had nothing to do with the gallery.
Look, here's how it is. I've only been here a few weeks. I had nothing to do with that gallery job. I just delivered the paperwork.
So, who's the manager before you?
I don't know. She just one day didn't come in for work. I shouldn't be talking to you. The boss told me to keep my mouth shut. What can I do for you?
So, what happened on your date with Lane?
I'm not sure I'd call it a date.
You can do better than that, Annette.
Here, are you asking me out?
No, I meant, tell me more.
Oh, like that is it? Want the details, do you?
No. Look, let's just move on, okay? The boss. Have you got his number or address?
No, I've forgotten it. I never knew it.
Annette, a serious crime has been committed. You're in a lot of trouble.
I had nothing to do with it. Look, I need this job. I need the money. Anyway, it's only a silly old painting. No one got hurt.
The gallery owner was shot.
Badly?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Oh.
This is a murder investigation. Now, who's your boss?
I don't know. Honest, he faxes me if he wants anything.
He. Who's he?
I've never seen him, never met him. Don't make trouble for poor Annette.
Thanks. I was pretty sure Annette had told me all she was going to. She sounded scared. Time to put the thumb screws on Lane, and I knew just how. Time to confront Lane. The gallery was sealed off. The place looked empty. Lane wasn't exactly easy to miss, and it looked like he wasn't around. Hi.
Monsieur?
I'm looking for Mr. Lane. Has he been here?
Ah, yes, monsieur. He came by earlier. Told me he was off to console Henri's widow. I hope she's out.
So Lane was consoling the widow. What a big heart that guy had. Did he have a grand scheme or just loose morals? Paris sure had a lot of similar-looking cafes.
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
I'm sorry, this is a very inconvenient time. Come back later.
I know that's you, Mr. Lane. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
I'm sure it can wait.
Mr. Lane, does the name Annette mean anything to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. If you don't let me in, I'll tell the police about your interesting connection to the security company.
All right then. Come up, but make it brief.
Dear Lord, George, you have the worst timing.
Is this a bad time to accuse you of lying?
What do you want?
I've just come from Vera's security.
So?
What do you know about the owner of Vera's security?
I've never had the pleasure.
Tell me about Annette.
Who?
From Vera Security.
I don't know any Annette.
I'm surprised you let your conquests keep souvenirs.
Oh. Where did you get that?
Annette lent it to me.
Quit waving it around, for God's sake.
Can you tell me anything about the owner of Vera?
Annette told me he's some angry-looking Russian chap.
Come on, Lane. Tell me about Annette.
All right. I had a fling with her, okay? Now keep your voice down, please.
And you two fixed the security for the robbery?
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling was a mistake. She turned out to be rather needy.
I believe you. You're not a criminal, just a lecherous old man.
Less of the old, if you don't mind. As it happens, I make a lot of women happy.
Especially when you leave them. Okay, Lane, take off.
You can't tell me what to do.
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
All right, I'm going. You haven't heard the last of me, Stobart.
Promise?
And give me that photo.
If Lane was telling the truth, that meant that Annette was lying. She said she'd never met the owner and was very keen to get rid of me. I wondered if she was hiding something interesting in that back office.
Are you going to introduce yourself properly?
Pleased to make your acquaintance, madame. My name's George Stobart.
Call me Bijou. Hello, young man. Such a delight to have a new visitor. What can I do for you?
I'm from the insurance company. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Henri, my poor sauvage. He died in his prime.
Could I just ask you a few questions?
Well, why not? A little company might just pep me up, as you Americans might say.
Henri was very brave at the gallery. He tried to stop the thief and paid the ultimate price.
Henri was my life and my little pussycat.
How are you coping?
I'm still trying to take it in, chérie.
Can you tell me about the gallery? Was the business doing well?
The gallery was Henri's baby. He never spoke to me about it.
So you weren't involved?
Not at all. Business is not my thing.
Your record player seems to be stuck on the same song.
Yes, this song gives me great comfort. It reminds me of Henri.
Bijou, I think someone involved with the gallery helped the thief. It wasn't Hector Lane. He's not devious enough.
But who else?
I don't know. But I will get to the bottom of it, I promise you. Do you know this company, Vera Security?
No, I don't. I've never heard of them.
Hey, this might cheer you up. Say hello to Trevor.
A cockroach?
I prefer the word pal.
And I prefer the word pest. Please never show it to me again.
Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure, young man. Do come back any time.
Bijou appeared to know nothing. I still couldn't discount Lane. Annette, on the other hand, had lied about Vera Security's owner. The stereo was playing the same tune over and over again. You have a beautiful home, Bijou.
Oh, thank you. I do like beautiful things.
A small stuffed dog sat on the table. Poor creature. Was that a tear in its glassy eye? Henri was now dressed in a cheap suit. On balance, I prefer the waistcoat. Night was falling. Annette would have left for the evening. It was time to pay a visit to Vera Security. The empty mall was lit by bright moonlight, the perfect ambiance for a little detective work. I wanted a good look at that back office. I just had to find a way in. Vera Security, a name which was becoming increasingly familiar. There was an electrical box up there, but I couldn't reach it from the ground. It was the shutter control. There was no sign of a button or a keyhole. It must have been controlled remotely. A wire ran up to the electrical box above. Rearranging the sign had been a stroke of genius, even if I do say so myself. The empty box had been left out overnight. No one would have wanted to steal it. The girder was too high for me to reach. I popped the lid open. Inside was an aircon unit and, bingo, the master controls for the shutters. The wire connected the shutter motor to the master controller. I needed a better idea. I'd cut the wire in half. I hoped I was doing the right thing. I'd cut the wire in half. I hoped I was doing the right thing. It was the power supply. The room was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. In the corner of the room was a pizza delivery scooter, just like the one the killer had escaped on. There was a letter jammed in the shredder. I tried to free the gears, but they were jammed solid. Its service was long overdue. The shredder was jammed. The gears had seized up. That wouldn't make any sense. Oil had dripped from the scooter onto the floor. It was a pizza delivery scooter. The air vent had a tiny catch on the side. Through the grill, I could see something glinting, but it was too dark to tell what it was. The air vent had a tiny catch on the side. just mess and empty boxes. It felt like the perfect opportunity to use Lane's clippers. Sadly, they were designed to cut, not lever. That wasn't worth trying. That was almost a great idea. Almost. That would be pointless. There was a letter jammed in the shredder. The letter was partially shredded. In the drawer was a single Q-tip. It was my lucky day. It hadn't been used. I smeared some oil onto the cotton bud. I smeared the gears with oil. I reckoned the oil would do the trick. It was time to see what was in the letter. It was the letter from Henri confirming that Vera Security had the contract for the exhibition. And it also revealed who was in charge at Vera, a guy called Medovsky. At first glance, it all seemed pretty run-of-the-mill. But why was Henri thanking Medovsky for being generous? And why was he pleased to represent him? Maybe Medovsky was the owner we'd been looking for. It didn't add up. I had a gut feeling. There was something fishy going on. I pocketed the letter and paperclip. The paperclip was perfect for the job. There was definitely something in there. Now, what are you? Gotcha. Well, would you believe it? It was a gun, and very likely the one that had been used to shoot Henri.
Aha! So, what have we here? L'Américain, Monsieur Stobart. You will rue the day you crossed my path, because now you are caught in my net like a little red herring.
Inspector, I'm investigating the robbery.
No, monsieur. You are breaking and entering an innocent storeroom.
I found the murder weapon.
Found? No. Planted? Yes. Mou, arrest this man and take him to the station. I shall squeeze you, Monsieur Stobart, until your pips squeak.
Thanks, Ronnie. I just wish I'd got some better shots of the killer. So, what's next? I'm on it already. Of course. Oh, gotta go. Someone at the door. Monsieur?
Are you Nicole Collard?
Yes, can I help you?
I need to sit down.
You'd better come in.